today to talk about the Proclamation of 1763. We have two perspectives, one of the Native American who is for this proclamation and one of the colonist who is against it.
Before we present both cases, here's a little bit of background. The French and Indian War was a war between the French and the Indian people against the British. The French and Indian War began in 1754 and ended in 1763. It's also known as the 7 Years' War. The result of the war was the Treaty of Paris, in which Great Britain claimed all of North America east of the Mississippi River.
Let's get into the result of the British winning the French and Indian War. After the British won, the Native Americans later realized that the British winning the war means that they lost as well, since the land they depended on for survival was being occupied by the British settlers.
The Chief of Ottawa, known as Pontiac, led the Native Americans and captured and sieged British colonies. In return, to avoid these conflicts with the Native Americans, the British government issued the Proclamation of 1763. The Proclamation of 1763 made it so that colonists could not settle west of the Appalachian Mountains.
We have an exclusive video on the King talking about the Proclamation of 1763.
No colonial settlers will be allowed to cross the Appalachian Mountains into Indian territory. We shall not bother the Indians on the western side of the mountains, and all settlers will remain firmly on the eastern side. If you have already settled west of this new boundary, you must return to the safety of the eastern side. Do not forget that you are subjects of Britain and must obey my laws.
As a colonist, I believe the Proclamation of 1763 is a bad idea. The British don't understand our needs to expand. We need land to farm and hunt. I assure you that this will start rebellions.
As a Native American, I am all for this proclamation. Our land has already been taken away from us so many times, and we've also been riddled with disease and war. I think that this proclamation is a good idea to protect our land. Regardless of this proclamation, colonists are still moving into our land and expanding westward.
In conclusion, as you can see, the Native Americans are for this act, while the colonists are very against it. And in the end, the Proclamation of 1763 still didn't stop the colonists from moving westward into the Native Americans' land. So this caused many wars between the colonists and the Native Americans.